Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today I'm going to do a mirrored reading between the collectives to see what's going on for the masculines and the feminines and what that looks like in the shared space. But let's see, what is the energy of today that we can see? Thank you, Divine Creator. What is the twin collective working on at this time? The illusions regarding separation. So on one hand, we have that separation is an illusion, that we're always connected, we're quantum entangled. And then also all of the illusions that keep us from being together, unified in the physical. So it's both sides of that duality. So that's the theme here. What are the feminines meant to know about this today? Well, we got so many here. Let's see. The first one that came out was, don't be so quick to be so cut and dry, all or nothing. Not everything that you think you need to resist demands that. Not everything you think is over for good is. There's this amicable, harmonizing energy here. So you can look at things in different ways. Your emotions follow suit with what you tell yourself, Divine Feminine, and your emotions will tell you if the thoughts you're having are in alignment or out of alignment based on how high vibe you are or how much in suffering you are with those emotional responses. That will give you an indication of whether you're seeing it in a higher or lower vibrational way. And so, Divine Feminines, you are being asked to not be so quick to say all or nothing, but really consider the themes regarding separation, regarding the reasons you're not in union more fully in the physical, and also reframing the idea that separation is an illusion and that you are totally unified in the energetic realms. But telling yourself that you can carry on with your life, that you can have the door open for your Divine Masculine or somebody else, and just be in the energy of what is for you and allow the divine to show you what is truly for you without being volatile. Now, this is about being in non-attachment so that you are whole in your energy and you're not putting yourself in harm's way. So I am in no shape or form talking about putting up with poor behavior or turning the other cheek, so to speak. This is definitely taking space if it's appropriate to do so regarding your emotional assessment of the situation. That's a key, because that's what you have free will over, how you look at your situation and what you choose to do about it. We're not talking about other people's choices and all of that here. We're talking about how you choose to look at it and what you choose to do about it. You don't need to be so legalistic, literal. You can hold space in your heart to soften a little bit more, Divine Feminines. That's all I'm going to look at for the feminine read on that one. Let's get one card for the Divine Masculines, and we get the issue of commitment. So Divine Feminines, you're more amicable, not willing to just walk away or cling, and Divine Masculines have this equal and opposite reaction with commitment in the reverse. So all of the ideas of what is valuable to commit to, or why one would want to commit, or why they haven't in the past, or why they commit to karmic situations and not to the feminine. All these dualities today. So separation being an illusion, it really opens up food for thought regarding commitment and about walking away or not. It's an illusion that we're in separation. So what is there to walk away from? Or, if we're always in union, How could you walk away? It just is what it is, and the rest is details. Likewise, if you're worried about commitment or not, and this connection exists, how can you get more committed than that? Vicariously through being associated. Same thing, Divine Feminines, you are associated to this person. How could you truly walk away or not? Yeah, try it. Try it. Both of these themes really bring the point home that you're connected, something bigger's going on. It might be outside of your control. Just let it be what it is. Ask the divine to show you why you're experiencing this at any given time, because it changes all the time. So Divine Masculines, ask why the themes of commitment are coming up right now. Divine Feminines, ask why the themes of taking it or leaving it and balancing out are coming up right now. Okay, I hope that was coherent. It's a lot of back and forth for both in the very masculine and the very feminine ways that each are navigating. Okay, let's get into what are the counterparts thinking and feeling regarding the connection at this time. What are each wishing? We're going to do Divine Masculines on the left, Divine Feminines on the right. What is the biggest challenge for each? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? Where is the connection going? Shuffle the Feminines cards. Getting the number 3 for the Feminines and a 1 for the Masculines today. And the clarifiers. And 3 shovels. Okay, and then we're going to do a union space card. Shuffle those 4 times. 1 plus 3 is 4 today. Okay. I'm seeing the cards of alignment and my twin flame card in that deck. All right, here we go. Masculines on the conscious mind. Oh, I said all because there are romantic and gestures of love that masculines are anticipating offering here. They're waiting for the chance. To say I love you, to offer support, to be kind, to possibly give a gift. That's beautiful. Divine Masculines are just thinking about appreciating you, adoring you. I just heard Divine Feminines. What are the Feminines thinking about? They know that this new beginning is what they want. We kind of have this Ace of Wands for both. So Divine Masculines, oh. So love is in the air, but that's a very phallic thing. So there is some sexual connection brewing here. Divine Feminines are possibly coming back around, knowing that if given half the chance, this sexual charge might very well ramp up. What are the union space energies? Psychic vision, hidden meanings, and dream readings. So yeah, there's this intuitive. This is an anticipation. So it is kind of manifestation mode for the masculines, anticipating when they can offer some sort of show of affection. And Divine Feminines, this is a very affection-based sensual energy here. So you're tuning into each other. The anticipation is ramping up. What can we see on the heart space? Oh, more passion. Starting small. Look at all of this. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Page of Coins. There's this anticipation brewing. There's passion growing here. Divine Masculines are wanting to test the water and see where you're at regarding the passion. They're feeling more confident. I'm getting with the solar plexus lit here. There's more of an empowerment to get behind, to offer this kindness, to test the water. They're not so fearful of rejection right now, I just heard. On the feminine heart space, Oh yeah, the illusion is being seen through. We had the devil in the first there. So the feminines, you know, not walking away and being so legalistic about whether this is it or not. Divine feminines have seen this loving little avenue through the confusion, the blockage, through the illusion that allows for something that just might work. That's growth, divine feminines. So if you've been at a stalemate with your energy and something has budged, well, I guess I'd be open to it if that happened. Or if this was true, I would be, that actually feels good. So those kinds of things are happening for the feminines, and divine masculines are looking for an in here. Divine feminines are creating a receptive in for the masculines. So this is on the heart space. I would say that psychic vision on the conscious mind is allowing for this heart space free flow to begin. It doesn't feel like it's the dam breaking kind of energy. It feels like testing the waters, like tentative, feeling into, defining new levels of comfort. And the card of connection between is angelic assistance, truth, salvation, and majesty. So temple of celestial revelation. So I'm getting that this is really coming in from the higher realms right now, that the cosmic energies is supporting this truth of the connection that's helping the twins adjust their rigid thinking and soften just a little on the heart space right now. What are the masculines wishing for? Ascension, rising up out of those missed opportunities from the past. What are the divine feminines wishing for? The Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands. We got a similar energy, so they're wishing for exactly what the divine masculines are stirring with, brewing with. But they're really, I'm getting with this combo in the inverse, they're wishing for it from places that may or may not be their divine masculine. So some feminines are just wanting this and are in receptive energy for the real thing now, and not so much just having to have it come from the masculine. It's a letting go. But because you're authentically wishing for this, your masculine is inspired. What can we see for the unifying energy? Self-sustaining systems, fluidity, and abundance. So yeah, divine feminines, you have moved mountains here, I just heard, because you're wishing for the feeling of love, the knowing of love, and not demanding where it has to come from. And divine masculines are really truly wanting to overcome the past where it hasn't unfolded in these connections. And so they're no longer basing, divine masculines, I'm getting that you are unhooking from linear time with this one. That this self-sustaining system means you're not filtering previous failures through your consciousness so that it holds you back from making and taking action in the moment. So in the past, divine masculines, you have projected failures onto new or uncertain choices, and now you're holding your own. You're not doing that anymore. How nice. So what actions are the masculines taking? More spiritual, more humble, dropping in, putting the burden down, seeking truth, seeking higher guidance. What are the feminine's actions? Restructuring about reunion. So divine feminines, you are balancing out any kind of awkward energy, nervousness about coming into physical connection or communication again with your masculine, and you're just ready for what is for you. So if that's not coming through your masculine, you are ready for love, for new connections, wherever they may be. You're now realizing it's the experience of intimacy and safety and sensuality and love that you want, and that you're believing in your worth enough that it doesn't have to come through your masculine. What is the connective idea? Perspective, ideals, and beliefs. So divine masculines, you are becoming more spiritual, more heightened in your perspective. It's not so much out of ego. And divine feminines, you're not so fixated on your masculine. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines at this time? Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, crazy eights. So feeling the energetics of, this is the feminine card where the feminines can take or leave it now, and it's not so absolute. Divine masculines' biggest challenge is they can feel the divine feminines letting go, but not closing the door. There's spaciousness coming in. What is the solution for that challenge? Reunion is inevitable, even if some of them are still confused, I just heard. So it's only a matter of time before true twins come in. Look at that same card, the reunion energy here. As divine feminines are letting go of needing reunion, the solution for the masculines is to reunite. What is the biggest challenge for the feminines right now? Self-soothing, perseverance. This is the wounded warrior, and this is the lack of nurture. So being your own best friend, I just heard, so that, you know, if this connection has been throwing you out of balance, that's mastery. When even your twin, you can balance out regarding even your twin. So if you can take the lessons that you've learned on this twin journey and just embody them, all of your connections are going to benefit, and possibly other lovers, other companions, possibly for some your true twin can now come in. This journey of mastery and the twin journey is a collective motion. Some may not have seen their or met their twin yet, and it's always wise to keep that idea that you don't know for sure who your twin is until it's a mutual union, until it's both surely, securely desiring mutual union. Keep it open. Allow for it to not have to be that person, even if you've been shown signs and synchronicities. Definitely be curious to the divine and inquire, why have you shown me this person? What am I meant to learn about that for now? And stay open to all other things. You know, that waiting energy, I've been getting the message lately where the divine counterparts are being asked to not be in waiting, but just what is for me, open to what is for you. We have lunar progressor as the connective energy here. Emotional equilibrium, compassionate non-attachment. So divine masculines, you are open here to all the possibilities regarding reunion, but still wise enough to know it's in the vicinity. And divine feminines, you are letting go of it having to just be your masculine and to just desire to balance out your energy, emotional equilibrium. So isn't that interesting? Compassionate non-attachment. Masculines are realizing, I just heard, that they've been specializing in that, and emotional equilibrium is what the feminines have been specializing in. Wow, I just got so many downloads about compassionate non-attachment being, you know, the ghosting and all of that. Masculines have been working on non-attachment in that motion, but the compassionate part is to communicate effectively and to not have that sort of gag order from the universe going on when there's a pullback or when there's space or silence. How beautiful. That just gave a new definition of the feminine and masculine in this card. What is the direction the masculines are going in? Wow, we got the Seven of Swords here. So they are offloading burden, things that have been holding them down from reaching new heights, towards reciprocity. So anything that's not a fit is being released. And divine feminines, what can we see? Humility regarding the rock bottom. Really allowing any of this rock bottom energy to be what it is, to be a teacher, to instruct, to support even. If we don't go through that rock bottom, the pendulum doesn't swing to the appreciation of the utmost of love. And so there is a humble acceptance when we see that when we're at rock bottom, it's our own heart's capacity to love that we get to experience. It's a blessing because we get to see how freaking much we can love as an individual. And that is, even though it is scarier than a roller coaster with no hands and it hurts like heck, it still does show us how vast, how much of a capacity we have for love. It's one of the energies that brings us to the face of infinity, I just heard. Wow. And we do have the eternal, the infinity symbol here with the humility. So it's like walking to the edge of infinity and getting that crown of glory with the humility that you can survive even that. Wow. What is the shared energy? Acceleration, stimulation, and excitation. So this is speeding things up. Divine masculines taking this action to go higher in their lives, higher in their frequency, to be more accountable for compassionate communication, and divine feminines up leveling out of this abandonment and rock bottom energy. You're coming up and you're going to get excited about having become an overcomer, having understood love. This journey is the stimulation that both needed, I just heard. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get one Beyond Lemuria card. What can we see for the twins today going forward? Harmonic flight. Yes, beautiful. Where is my guidebook? There it is. Okay, card 29, harmonic flight. That looks a lot like a caduceus, but let's see. Seeing the divine in the eyes of another. Relationships with deep bonds, karmic connection, clearing illusory projections, life-changing connection, transmutation, removing heart armor, being seen, and teamwork. Okay, I'm going to read a lot here. This powerful image represents the divine we see when we look deeply into the eyes of another, and our armor drops. When we meet another being, present in the moment with no stories, judgments, or insecurities. I felt a little overwhelmed and intimidated when I painted this card. I wasn't quite ready or didn't fully fathom the message. Then, some months later, I experienced it when I was looking into the eyes of my beloved. Shortly after, I encountered the divine in the eyes of a stranger, when space was held for this surrendered openness. When we see the person standing before us as the gods and goddesses they are, it is a reminder that we are what we perceive in others. But also, when we drop into the mindless space of pure essence, we might see the world seeing us, seeing them, seeing the infinite, eternal, allowing all that is. Many people are seeking their twin flame. As life-changing, world-rocking, and unfathomably beautiful finding this soul can be, it is quite possibly one of the most intensely confronting, trigger-provoking, and sometimes painful connections we can have. Those who are most dear to us can bring us to our greatest growth. That is why spending extended periods with our family can be challenging. When we can see and be seen, disarmored and trusting, we can come to deeper love. However, this deepening process can trigger the release of outdated and unhealthy patterns. Thus, shadows may be brought to the surface to heal. When we feel safe in the arms of our beloved, our defenses yield, so we fall further into our hearts. However, fear-based reflections or projections can surface in this place of deep vulnerability. Subconscious behaviors, including childhood patterning, can also present themselves. It can seem as if our partner is provoking difficulties, bringing things up, and making it feel like our whole world is about to fall apart. At this point, we may want to retreat, but if we can truly be present, our fears can fall away, and this becomes an expansive experience. When we have a profound twin flame connection that feels beyond worlds and lifetimes, we bond with another person so strongly that we choose to face the fire when we would usually walk away. Our passion drives us to seek resolution, to heal ourselves, to overcome barriers, no matter how confronting it may seem, because our partnership is worth it, and when we can rise, we rise together. Somehow, incredibly, the universe seamlessly aligns the places the twin flames need healing. Their triggers may be synchronized so that when they feel uncentered or there's codependence or imbalance, it can be a very volatile space. If they find safety in love and they are willing to see and be seen, their triggers can blossom into deep transformative healing for them both. This healing can forge the foundations for long-term companionship. Alternatively, this completion could mark an ending. As the intense potency of connection neutralizes, the relationship may transform into a different kind of unconditional love. Harmonic flight shows us that when we harmonize our energies with that of another in any form of relationship, we can soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher by encouraging all that has been weighing us down to drop away. When you see in the eyes of another a reflection of yourself, this card may be encouraging you to look at the bigger picture of a close relationship. A perceived challenge may be an illusion or projection. This card can relate to family, teamwork, community, and ways you can harmonize dissonance for deeper growth. The bonds you share give you the power to transmute your fears. Put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. There may also be a life-changing connection on the horizon. I'm going to leave you with that, beautiful souls. Bye for now.